Hello there. Now if you watched my last video, I was working on these 8-inch focal speakers. They had some quite bad distortion, particularly at lower frequencies, 200 Hz at the moment. And unfortunately I'm running it on my signal generator, which is only 3 volts output. And I don't think it'll be 3 volts when it's been loaded by the speaker. That's beside the point. I was assuming that the cones were scraping on the magnet, and I can't reproduce it now. Well, I can, because if I pulled it slightly towards the logo, the distortion went away. So my plan today was, my cunning plan today, was to heat this up with a hot air gun. Could all end in tears, I thought, but what have I got to lose? And then stretch them while waiting for it to cool. Well, I don't think that would have worked very well. Well, it might have done, but now I think I found what the real problem is. That's the problem. I tend to jump to conclusions because moving the cone slightly made it worse or better. But now I think the real problem is under here. This little wire that's soldered onto there, I think has got corroded and it's not making proper contact. Because if I clip straight onto the wire, no distortion. I wish I had more volume. I can't be bothered to bring an amplifier in. It's difficult. But I'm almost certain that's now what the problem is. So if I try and resolder that somehow, being extremely careful, maybe I've got a good speaker. I don't know what the long-term reliability is like then. I wonder what would have caused that then. I think it must have been damp, because on one of them there was mould on top of the dust cap. But I'm going to very carefully try and resolder that off camera, because I don't want things to go too badly wrong. Okay, so that's now been resoldered fairly well. They're very temperamental, you've got to be very careful to connect them decently. If I wiggle down there, it's always good to wiggle things. It's always helpful in the diagnosis process to wiggle it. That now is perfect. Yeah, there's a bit of noise because the wires aren't properly connected, are they? If I try a different frequency, I know what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to get an amplifier out here, an enormously heavy one, just to give it a really good blasting. I think it might be good to go now. Okay, the enormously heavy, powerful amplifier is now connected up. I do not like carrying that thing around. Anyway, let's crank up the volume, 200 Hz. That's 6 watts. I think it's okay. Hundred Hz. That's a hell of a lot better than it was anyway. I don't know if it's perfect, but as near as perfect I think I'm gonna get it. Let's try some music for it and bugger the copyright. Okay, let's have a bit of the orb. I don't want to push it too far. I think that sounds okay. I mean, it's not in a box, is it? It's not going to sound perfect sitting on the bench here. I think I must have fixed it. As I said, I don't know how reliable that's going to be. I just wonder why those well, the obvious reason is damp, isn't it? That's why that solder joint corroded. And moral of the story is, I think, not to jump to conclusions, but I don't think I'd want to sell a speaker like this just in case. But I think it's time to do the other one now. Let's see if I can have success with that one. Okay, speaker number 2, and turn the volume up. Same problem. Time to wiggle it. Yeah, exactly the same problem. Isn't that strange? And exactly the same terminal as well, the positive. Very odd. Okay, let's do a bit of soldering on that one. Okay, soldering done. And I noticed that wire is quite hard to solder. It doesn't like solder on it at all. Corrosion, I guess. Turn the volume up. That's about 6 watts. I think that's good. Maybe a bit more music. Is there any point? Well, why not?
Clear. There were lots of stars at night. And
that's enough of that. Don't want to upset too many stupid copyright people. But I think they're fixed them. But as I said, I don't know how reliable that is. That corrosion probably going to reoccur, maybe, at some point. But I don't know why I'm messing around with this. It's a beautiful sunny day. It has been for some time in the UK, and it's forecast to go on and on and on. But we must suffer for our art, mustn't we? I think it was Ingrid Bergman who said, "I cannot live in my life, I can only live in my art." And I feel the same way sometimes. Bye for now.